Hello guys, it's me, Matia, aka Honey Love 2, and I'm here to talk to you about how to apply lashes to yourself. I've had a few requests for this particular video, and this is the way that I like to do it. Um, and I think it's the easiest when you're applying them to yourself. So here we go. We're getting ready to get right into it. So the first things you need, of course, are going to be your lash glue, which this one is the I Envy in clear. Typically, I like to use the one that's dark, but I got this one this time. And I like to use the Ardell one typically, but all of them pretty much work. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're trying to do lashes, just make sure that you're mindful of the type of glue that you purchase because of the fact that some people have latex allergies. So if you're getting lashes applied or you're going to do them yourself, make sure you know whether or not you have that type of allergy. Next thing is, as far as the lashes go, you can buy whatever lashes work best for you. I typically use a couple of different brands. I'm sorry, I'm just looking over at the lashes that I'm using today. Today I'm using these, which are the red cherry eyelashes, and they're really nice. I like to use those. I've also used the Ardell lashes. There are some other brands out there that are mink and all this other type of stuff. So it's really your personal preference when it comes to that. So I want to go over really the steps on what to do and how to apply those lashes on yourself. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do the lashes. And like I said, it's a few things you want to do to make sure you're ready to apply those lashes. These are the products that I like to use when I'm doing lashes, whether it's on somebody or on myself. Of course, you want your lashes. Today I'm using the red cherry, like I said. You want your glue. You want false, well, this is the Falsies Push-Up Drama by Maybelline, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite drugstore brands. And, of course, your black eyeliner. So I'm going to walk you through this. The first thing you want to do is set up your glue because it has to get tacky. That's one of the main things that people forget and miss on is, and then the lash starts sliding all around. It has to get tacky. Now, another thing you want to keep in mind is when you're putting on lashes, I always like to try the lash first to make sure it's not too long because depending on your eye shape and the type of lash you use, some of them are longer than your actual eye, and then that's when you get the little extra outage and it looks like you got on false lashes. No, no. So that's the number one thing. So like I'll go in, place it on there, and I'm like, okay, does that work? Is it the right size? Okay, and I have a pretty big eye, so normally lashes I don't have to cut, but these handy dandy, that's my favorite word, these handy dandy, y'all forgive me for my nail polish, little scissors I'll use um, to cut any excess. And of course, when you're cutting off excess, you want to cut off the longer end. Of course, you all know when you're wearing lashes, it goes from short to long to, of course, to mimic how your natural lashes are, no matter what style of lash you choose. So this one works for me as far as the length is concerned. So the first thing I like to do is go in and draw a line or give me an eyeliner. And the reason I do that is because sometimes it does happen, especially when you're doing this to yourself, it may be a little gap between where the glue ends up or where the lash ends up and where your real lashes are. So if you have that black liner on, number one, it serves as a guide, almost like you're tracing, and it also will it will fill in the area so you don't see a lash, you know, the fake lash, and then a little bit of your skin, and then your real lashes. So it'll definitely camouflage that. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, so I've applied my eyeliner. I also have put on a coat of mascara. The reason I like to put on mascara is because when you put your lashes on, sometimes you still see a little bit of separation. So if you put that mascara on, once the lash is on, you can kind of squeeze your lash and the fake lash together, and then that way they kind of adhere to one another. So where there may be any spacing or it doesn't there's a little separation between your lash and that lash, of course you can go ahead and it kind of adheres together. So I have also set up my glue. I poured out a bit of glue before, right as I started the video. And so I've put some glue on this lash. Now you don't need a lot, okay? So typically I'll use like an orange wood stick or anything I have laying around actually. So I used today just the top of my little pencil here and just dipped it into the glue because I want to make sure that I don't put a lot of product, because when you put too much glue then it slips and slides and then it just is crazy. So even though it's been sitting up and it is getting tacky, I still like to kind of give it a fan for about 10 seconds. So it's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now I'm going to put my lash on. Now, the easiest way to do this is to put your mirror on the actual surface, on the flat surface, and look down. Then that way you know you're looking down. Your lid is down, and you can really lay that lash right where you see your black liner. Now, because I'm kind of shooting this video and I have my mirror in front of me and looking at the camera, I'm going to try to do this looking at you. So the easiest way, make sure the eye is closed. Go as close to that line as possible. You want to move it around while it is still a little bit wet. I'm going to look in that mirror, make sure it's not. And see, now I can go in, and if it's not quite right, you know, you can go and move it a little bit because the glue is not quite dry. Let me try to get a close up here. You see? So you see the white, of course, that's the glue. So once that dries, it dries clear. You see it underneath? Oh, see it underneath? And it's as easy as that. That's it. And then it'll dry. And then sometimes I'll go back over with a liner to make my liner really pop. And that is my lash. Boom, boom, boom. With, without, with, and without. With and without. Okay? And there you go. How to put on your own lashes. Have a great day, guys. Honey loves you.